This week I'm turning my Epiphone Wildkat into an Epiphone AlleyKat on Learning Curve. Hi, I'm Spencer Dobson. Thank you for watching Learning Curve. This is my Epiphone Wildkat. I bought it around 2010. It's got two p90's and a Bigsby. It's got a nice semi-hollow sound to it. It's gorgeous. It plays great. The neck's amazing. Now, the p90's are a little dark. I have changed the wiring harness. As the internet has pointed out, that they built these, they used a lot of extra wire, and that contributed to the mud, but I've decided to just go ahead and swap out the p90's altogether, put in some Mini Humbuckers, and I'm going to replace the Bigsby with a trapeze tailpiece. So in effect, when it's all done, I will have changed my Epiphone Wildkat into an Epiphone AlleyKat. Let's see how it goes. I'm using some Guitar Madness humbuckers that I got on eBay. The trick to this is finding an adapter ring that you can put the Mini Humbuckers in that will fit in the body. Now, there is one adapter ring that you see all the time on eBay and on Amazon and all over the place, and it's very flat, as you can see. So I figured I'd give it a shot. It was only $6, but the neck pickup, for example, needs a little bit of lift because this is so flat. When you put it in, the pickup, the screws don't have enough room to sit into the body. So there is that. Also, it leaves a lot of space around the pickup. I don't know if that'd be an issue or not. Anyway, this one doesn't work. So I found a video where a guy took some plastic p90 covers and basically cut out a hole for the humbuckers and then just use that. I bought these dog ear covers because I was initially going to replace the chrome covers with the black plastic just for aesthetics because I thought it would look cool, and I didn't realize you should not take the cover off of p90's when I did it because it totally screws them up. So I had them lying around. I spent the first part of this project just, you know, measuring and finding the center and trying to work everything out. I learned really quickly, by the way, when doing this sort of things, I really prefer metric to standard because I lose track of 30 seconds of an inch very quickly. So it's much easier if you're doing this to do metric. Now, I soon realized I do not have a metric ruler, but the internet does, so I printed one off, downloaded it, and so basically what I thought I would have to do was find the center of the pickup, the center of the pickup cover, and then measure the holes, you know, the exact center of the edges of the pickup and the edges of the cover. The thing is, the pickup is, you know, they're a little irregular. So I spent the first part of this doing a lot of measuring and a lot of figuring and a lot of cutting things in half. And what I realized was that the screws for the pickup cover are already in the center. So just find the center of those, or approximately the center of those, draw a line across the middle, just go right inside of the pickup. Just go right inside of the little edges there, drill 2 holes, screw the pickup into the holes, get something sharp like a screwdriver or a knife, trace around it, like cut into the plastic so you get an outline. Grab a drill, cut holes around it so it'll be easier to cut. I used a coping saw because you can take the blade off and put it in the center there. Cut out the plastic. Then I got some like 150 grit sandpaper. Probably could have used like a 60 grit and it would have really gone faster, but I didn't have any around. Just sand out the rough spots till it's smoothish and it fits. And ta-da! There you have a dog ear adapter for your mini humbucker. Now, if you need everything to look perfect, this might not be the route, because this functions, but it's a little on the janky side. Now, there have never been any successful guitars that were a little bit janky, as I'm sure you well know. But anyway, that's what happened. Also, I have a couple of tips about changing the pickups in a hollow body, because it sucks. It is the worst. It's really complicated. If you can never do it, your life is good. It's so much easier to work with a regular solid body guitar. But here are a couple things I picked up along the way. First of all, you're going to want to put something over the F-hole. I use this painting tape. Boy, this stuff comes in handy for everything on guitars. And this, it keeps you from banging up the paint around the F-hole. Keeps everything nice and clean. But then this is the best trick. You get a piece of fish tank tubing. You snake it through the hole that the pot's going to go in, right? Then you pull it out the F-hole. You put the end on the pot. You put the pot in the body. Pull the tubing through. Then you got your shaft coming out of the hole. You put your hand in the F hole to kind of hold it up. Put your nut on top. Boom, you're good to go. So that wasn't too terribly difficult. Now, changing the tailpiece is also pretty simple. There's 3 screws that hold the Bigsby in place. One of them is the strap button. Just take those out. Now, do know if you do this, you're going to end up with an open hole in your guitar. If you want to fill it, go right ahead. I don't feel like it's that unsightly that I'm going to mess with it. Now, I will say I could not find a tailpiece that had the exact same holes as the Bigsby, so I did have to drill 2 new holes to put the tailpiece in place. I'm not saying I'm proud of it. I didn't get it on camera, but also the metal on the tailpiece covers up where the holes are, so nobody's going to be any the wiser if this is still a mod that you're interested in doing. Now, all that's relatively simple, and I think the jankiness is tolerable if it sounds good. So let's do a little before and after, and let's just hear how it sounds. Personally, I think it's brighter. I think it's more articulate. I think it really sounds good distorted. Boy, it's like getting a whole new guitar. It really breathed a lot of life into it. I'm really happy with it. Again, the pickups are a little janky looking, but you have to look pretty close to see that. You know, it's worth it. In my opinion, it's a small price to pay. I want to thank you for watching Learning Curve. If you like this episode, please subscribe. Please share it with your friends. If you have any questions or comments, please do so in the comments. Please be gentle. Please don't be terrible to me. I hope you're doing okay. I realize everything's really still weird, and it should be okay by now when it's not, and that's crazy. But, you know, play a lot of guitar. Try to be nice to people. You know, watch a lot of my videos. I'll see you around. Hey, by the way, I put out an album. I'm a stand-up comedian. It's called Somewhere in the Middle of the Dakotas. If you want to check it out, it's on Spotify. It's on Pandora. Give it a listen. You can buy it on Amazon. You can buy it on Google. You can buy it on Apple. I hope you like it. There's no guitar on it. Next time, that might be different. But I do want to thank you for tuning into Learning Curve. I'm Spencer Dobson. We'll see you next time.